Congratulations, everyone. We have a little bit of wiggle room left in our experience point tree here before we have to take level 14, so we're going to do Enemy Within. This is in the same quest as Sleepless Nights, and the quest giver is up here on this rock. You can go around this back way and pick up the quest, or you can jump around on the rocks.
It's a very intense moment. The chance to try something nobody's ever tried before.
Hey Smurfy, thank you very much. Subscribe for 12 months. Thank you. 1 year. I can't believe it has gone by so quickly. I appreciate it. Makes the worm hard. Makes the wow. What is words coming out of my mouth right now? Makes the heart warm. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so anyway, Enemy Within, and yeah, let's get started. I have to point out that this is a pretty long quest compared to like Sleepless Nights and some of the other quests we've been doing. So you definitely want to make sure that you are prepared for a long one. Even on this build, it's going to take us a couple of minutes. We're not going to be able to just zerg through Super Happy Land. We'll go through it as quick as we can, but we're definitely going to, it's going to take us a little bit. So all of the previous area is boarded up.
Left doorway remains open.
So we have to go this way. We have to go down through those where the scratching was coming from. This also lets us pick up this adventurers pack again. Nice. They're going to break that force field for us so we can proceed on. Like I said, we're going to zerg through as much as possible here. You have to kind of watch these casters. They'll put out our firewall, but everything except for them should basically be matter just running over everything. The basic point of this quest is there's a squid face at the end of the quest that we have to take out, which means we need to get to said squid face, and there are many monsters along the way, including some crests that have to be gathered up to take out said squid face. What we can in the firewall. I don't know where they're going. This is one of the interesting quests where they have their frost bone skeletons, frost marrow skeletons, which means they take extra damage from fire spells. It's kind of interesting.
Your keen ears detect grinding gears and coiled springs ratcheting into position.
We're gonna see lots of little hallways like that, or corners like that, where there's... Oh, I was gonna get spell components, I forgot. Where there's going to be lots of like ranged mobs, casters, and a couple of other guys perched up around it to kind of get you. So just be aware of the fact that you're going around corners and there's going to be bad guys up here. Often you'll have to get up on top to pull levers to open the doors. Thankfully, this is not one of the doors that we have to worry about. be. I think we have enough to trash here to worry about having a fireball. Or a firewall. The first time we did this quest, I remember we ran out of resources. Pretty heavy duty here. What was that force burst? Was it a Color of the Queen proc? Must have been. I do often purchase, in fact we should be using this. I do often purchase the Force Burst gem from the store. I really like it. I should probably get one and put it in like this Barovian crossbow. We should definitely be using this Barovian crossbow this quest. But the rat catcher just has a ghost touch gem in it. No, this rat catcher is empty. So yeah, I should definitely be. Should definitely have a couple of those Force Burst slots in there. Yeah, it does. It depends on the. That Force Burst gem does D6 per level of the item. So if you. Lost my cudgel. There it is. See it? There it is. There was our death. We died at level 13 because I thought I'd be able to get to that. I thought I'd be able to make it to that corner in time. That's alright. It's not your fault. What are you shooting at? That guy? Anyway, yeah, I should definitely be. Question is, do we pick it back up again? Yeah, I guess we pick it back up again. We just need to make a mental note that we did lose it once. Boo. Boo, our first death. Well, is that true? I feel like we died in the harbor somewhere. Our first death since we picked up the cudgel, anyway. But, anyway, so yeah, those rune arms, they'll do a d6 times the level of the weapon. So, if you imagine it's 3 points of damage on average, a rat catcher would be 8, so 8 times 3 is, what, 24? But on good rolls, you'll be able to increase that significantly. Alright, so back to the story. The first time we were in here, I can't remember who all was in this quest. I know it was me and Palibot, who was my friend Eli. I talked about Palibot before. And I don't remember if Tobrel was here or not. But we literally ran out of almost every single healing item we had. We used all the shrines in the quest. The only thing that was left that either one of us had for healing was he had like half of a candy cane left, and he was on his Warforged. His Warforged Paladin. And I had one. What was it called? A Titans. The Titans. Staff of the Titans. Wand of the Titan. It's Called a Wand of the Titan. Okay, obviously not Wand of the Titan. Eternal Titan Wand. So that's what this bad boy is here. It didn't... Yeah, this is it. So, no, this isn't a new one. It has a legacy version of it here somewhere. So the old one, it recharged over time, but it was like one charge every 5 minutes or something. It doesn't look like they have the legacy version handy. But, so that was all the healing we had. So, we ended up, at one point, asking someone to bring us some scrolls. And I think that's when Tobrel may have joined us. He may have logged on and brought us some scrolls. Hey, Smurfy, thank you. DuckTales, question mark? Yes, please. Hopefully this doesn't make the video a problem, but if it does, we'll just re-record it next slide. DuckTales. Woo! DuckTales up. I love that. Alright, so we've done dive once. Let's take a look at the trap ones. Oh no, it's not. It's totally fine. If we end up re-recording the video, so be it. If we don't have to, that's even better. We already got you murdered. How much more can they take from us today? You're gonna get you murdered again. Whew. That it is one of the perks of doing these video recordings as part of the stream, is that people hopefully get to memorialize their support of the stream with you know, the various clips and stuff. So it's just an extra perk. So never feel sorry for donating $10 to the stream. Burn. Yeah, we had a real issue. And then Shu and I were doing this quest a few lives ago. Had the same problem. We ran ourselves out of healing, and Titan logged on to bring us scrolls, joined the quest, and never brought us any scrolls. So whenever you see Shu giving Titan a hard time about forgetting the scrolls, this is the quest where Titan didn't bring the scrolls. Alright, so we have a trap on this lever. Again, if you're crazy and good, you can pull that lever and like tumble off the edge. I am neither crazy nor good, so no tumbling over the edge for me. Right. This will be like basically the last batch of humans, if I remember correctly, for a moment. There might be like a named human up here around the corner, But for the most part, this is basically it. Everything else in the rest of the quest is more or less undead or squid-faced. Don't forget your chesticle there. Oh man, we have to start keeping an eye on these darts too. Isn't any good? No. Yeah, well, it's good to know that we're probably just using Barovian darts for eternity. So Smurf says, I have a friend that does that all the time. He'll set off a trap, tumble out of it, and then you'll be stuck trying to disarm it with the trap right in his face. Yeah, that sounds about right, to be honest. Like, it's always a good time. I think you're gonna grab a Nightforge dart. Yeah, the Nightforge darts are really strong as well. And Sins, thank you for the host, my friend. Appreciate you. I'm not confirming anything in regards to alchemist stuff. I don't know yet. I'm not a person that normally like plays on the preview server, so I honestly don't know that much about it. Alright, so we have successfully made our way to the pathing to the end fight. But there's several doors that are locked with crests. We have to go both directions. There should be 3 crests on each side. And by should, I mean there is. And just kind of fight your way all the way down to the end. Trying really hard not to get stuck in more traps. I'd agree the Nightforge Spike is quite strong. I'm also a big fan of the Nightforge Stiletto for my dagger build, so I'm with you. Oh, it's gonna lag out real bad. See our attack animation. Oh, there's one that actually landed. Now we're dancing. Let's put Durod in attack mode and see if he wants to come and get this guy. Like, we could break out of this, but I don't know if we can go. Just I don't know if we're done with the lag to the point where we can actually just escape. Kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm not usually a Lamania guy. I seriously consider it for this update as well. Then I thought there's enough other streamers to take a look at it, so I don't need to worry about it. Died and cried for help last night because of a lag spike. Got murderized by magic missiles while I couldn't move. Yeah. That is like the heartbreaker. basically nothing worse than watching yourself croak when there's nothing you can do about it. Like, if you could... If you could... What? Oh, I'm getting shot at. That's what's going on. Like, there's no way I put myself exactly in the right spot to dodge these blade traps, but not in the right spot to not get shot. But yeah, there's nothing worse than that. Standing there watching yourself get beat up. This is part of the reason for the hardcore server. I'd like to see some sort of appeal process. I know it would be a real challenge to confirm, but I feel like there should be some sort of appeal process for certain kinds of deaths. So, like, for example, Beef, one of his characters got murdered in the Vault of Night quest, and the quest was completed, and the Vala animation, fell down and died, quest completed. And then there's an invisible wave of damage that went through. He healed, and another wave of invisible damage came through, and it was enough to take him out. It's like, to me, that's the kind of death that on the hardcore server you should be able to appeal. But it was just a matter of a lag bug where the server did not acknowledge her death until later. A bunch of other people that were standing there also took a big swath of damage. But he, as far as I could tell, was the only one that got hit on the second pass. We went back and we rewatched the replay several times. Alright, this room right here has a bonus chest and a secret door. One of these always has it, so depending on which way you go, you want to check both sides. Well, and it's aggravating because there is no way for you to kind of appeal. Like, it should be pretty commonplace that you get an appeal like that, and maybe it's just like a once per count kind of situation. Maybe that's part of what keeps it down. But there should be a way to verify something like that. You know, in his situation, it should be like, they very easily could have looked at his character log and went, oh, you know, Vela died, the quest completed, and then you took, you know, 1,000 points of damage from Vela. Like, that's not right. And then fixed it. And then again, if you do like one per account, then people would save it for situations that were legitimate, I think, as opposed to just like every time they died you submit it and like, oh, it was lag. Again, that's more than just lag. That's something that shouldn't have happened. think something along those lines would be really, really powerful for the good, to go towards the goodwill of people playing on the hardcore server sometimes. Which I'm actually very excited for. Again, I don't want to timestamp the video too much, but I'm looking forward to season 2 on the hardcore server here. Alright, so we're at the end. We have our 6 crests. So, octopus. Oh, octopus. I'm going to leave Durham back here. Octopus. This guy will go down pretty quickly. In fact, I'm going to, just to make sure that this room is cleared of danger, we'll just... turn on a rapid reload here. Alright, so with our death and not really trying for breakables or anything like that, we picked up Conquest. We kind of outdid our death bonus with the tamper bonus, but we got 512 Reaper experience and just under 30,000 regular experience. I got 28.9. That's enough to have capped us out, so pretty good. That's Enemy Within. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please slam that like button. Really would appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys really soon. Toodles.